Hello there, folks. Hey, this is Joe Wazoo here with Automated Dynamics Corporation. Hey, today I'm going to talk about another SnapSignal device. This one's called the S15C-U-MQ. This one has the 0 to 10 volt analog input, and the MQ means that it converts it to a Modbus RTU register or message, if you will. So this is the product I have right here. It's got a male 12 millimeter end on one end and the female on the other. The female is the input side, goes to the 0 to 10 volt signal, and the male side coming out is your 45 comms. There's a little wiring here, and so forth. I'm using a redline HMI to be my Modbus master. Let me go show you the wiring here real quick. This is exactly what I have wired up right here. I got a pulse power supply here connected to a DROK Signal Generator, DROK. These things are awesome. You can buy them pretty inexpensively on Amazon, if you will. I've got the switch set to 10 volt mode. This thing also does a 0 to 20 milliamp as well. But so I've got my power coming in here, and then I take out of here my 0 to 10 volts is the white wire is going into this connector here on the 12 millimeter female side. So this is a male side, plug it into here. And then I'm taking the black ground wire out of there, and I'm circling back to the ground wire here, which is connected to the power supply on this side for this particular guy. Also, in here, I have I'm using the RJ45 cable to plug into the red line devices, what they use for RS45 comms. And so I'm taking the white wire out of here, and it's connecting to the orange-white Ethernet cable. I was taking Ethernet cable and cut off one end. And then I'm taking the black wire that's out of here for comms, and I'm landing that on the solid orange wire of the RJ45, and then that connects into the 45 port here. So right now, as we sit here and look at this screen, and I have it here on the camera here, so let me see if I can make screen. So here you are looking at the actual real screen. I've got the web browser on as well. Right now, this unit is not powered up. So this guy here, here's the little SnapSignal device right here we're using. I don't know if there might be some comms, but so let me go ahead and power up the DROK unit here. Give me a second. So I just plugged in the pulse power supply, and you can see right away this says 0. This kind of lighted up. Now, if I rotate the signal here, it's kind of hard to make out the contrast with the camera, but you can see it better here on the web page. That's the actual analog input valve. I basically took, or not valve, but the tag, I superimposed it on that picture. So it looks like that, because you can't make out that picture really that well. You can see here it's not on there. And then also, since I'm talking to that unit, I don't know if I can try this. I'm going to try to tilt the HMI up and see if you can see. Hold on, let me try dimming this light. Can you see that? I don't think my camera. Well, what I'm trying to show here is when you have RS45 comms and real fast here, boy, that camera, they blink real quick. If I disconnect this, there I disconnected that port. See how it's blinking? It's trying to send out a message. When I plug it back in, boom, I get fast blinking, blinking. Okay, so that's the HMI side of that right there. All right, I'm gonna try to shrink this down again. Okay, so the other thing here on this demo is in the documentation from Banner Engineering, they give you the holding registers for the different values. The most important one is obviously the analog input is a 0 to 10,000 number over the 0 to 10 volts. It's a read-only access. It's mapped to 40,001. I've also set up the other of these registers. I'm going to make another video covering these. Also, if I go to the COM settings, out of the box, the SnapSignal devices are on 19.2 kilobits per second, no parity, and they have a slave address of 1. Just want to let you know that's what I'm doing. And that is also in the documentation, so you'll want to consult with that. If you want to change the slave address, you will use register 60, holding register 6103, and you can write a number and you can change it there. I have a video on that on another one, but I'll make one for this as well. And if I go to the raw data, here is the raw data coming from that register, and then I'm doing some massaging here where I'm making it an integer with a decimal point. If you've attended one of my classes, you know how we do that. And then here I'm converting it to a floating point number, and I didn't do the massaging, so it's going to go from 0 to 100.0 over this range. So if I ramp it up and down, you can see the number change. I can take it, I think, all the way up to 10, or pretty close. And if I take it all the way down, I'm going to do another video covering these different things for now, but there is a tag called program status. And if I go here to the IO mapping, that's this one here, status of program. I call it program status, but it's got some messages here when there's an error. So let's see if we can get this to do an error here. Oops, I'm going to go back to my raw data right here. Notice, team, that the DROK Signal Generator is still plugged in. So I'm going to unplug it. Get rid of the pulse power supply so it powers down. Let's see if we get an error here. Boom. So it's dropped below 0, and now I get a program status and error there. You're supposed to be able to change these. I'm working on another video that'll show that, but I'm going to quickly plug back in the power supply or for the DROK, and let's see what happens here. Plugged it back in, and you see the error went away right away, and of course I didn't touch the knob, so it retained. But I think this S15C unit is a very nice product. This is the way I've got it wired up right here. Really awesome, another awesome SnapSignal device from Banner Engineering. Again, the S15C-U-MQ. Awesome product to have, and I typically just buy or use a 4 or 5 conductor male to female 12-pin cable, cut it in half. Here's one half here, and the other half goes here. You are off to the races. Oh, also, I don't know if the videos show this. Let me try one more thing. Somebody asked this earlier. Hold on. If I can hold this up, you can see on the unit when it's talking, I get a fast blinky yellow, and you can't see it on here, but there's a little green one that blinks once a second, but I don't think my camera, there, hey, I just saw it. Anyway, that's what it looks like. Hey, thanks a lot, folks. Have a great day. We'll see you later.